Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video, and we're back on the Peak Forest route, one we don't get on all too often. Let's unpause it. I have not driven a steam train on this game in a very long time, so hopefully we can remember how to drive a steam train. I think that's fine as it is. Just gonna play around with some of these buttons and stuff and valves. Okay, right. At the moment, all the doors are opened. That's all good. So we'll let that do its thing. This is Ambergate station, which obviously looks a little bit different to how it does now in real life, where it's just like a tiny little one platform, and that's it, just one platform. Cool. Right, let's get the doors shut. Start getting those brakes off. Set that to, I think you put that up to top, don't you? 75. Brakes are coming off nicely. We'll apply a little bit of a little bit of power, which hopefully then we'll be able to, once those brakes release a bit more, we'll be getting going. Hopefully. A little bit more. There we go. And we are off. So you've got the cylinder cocks which we need to close, so we'll do that now. Right, I think we're doing alright. I think we're doing it correctly. So we're going to be calling at Matlock, and then Millersdale, not Marlersdale, Millersdale. Cool. I think everything's as it should be. I think. Cool, as we head out on this cold, fresh morning. And I think we've got the correct tail lamp code at the front. I've just done 2 whites at the front. I think that's correct. Possibly not. Let's do that, put that down. Was it 30 or something? 35? There we go. Yeah, it's been quite some time since we've done the steam stuff. Although it's, why is there a tree in the middle of the road? Although it's been a steam, and the road's flowing. Yeah, steam is pretty dead on TSW. Well, not the most interesting. And what the last steam train we had was the Flying Scotsman, I think, so a little while ago. Cool. Yeah, I don't think steam is being sort of, well, developed by Dovetail Games. I don't think they're doing any. Well, there might be, but yeah, it sort of seems like they're not sort of doing anything on it at the moment, which is fair enough. I know a lot of people say, oh, that's bad, why are they not doing Steam? We need Steam. But it probably just doesn't sell well. And as a business, Dovetail probably see that and they're like, oh, why are we doing that then? Plus there's always third party, you can come in and do Steam stuff. Yeah, that was sort of one of the things about Steam on the game, because I mean this route I think didn't do well at all. I mean, this might be your first time even hearing of this route. Yeah, it's not mentioned much. Yeah, I think Steam just isn't popular enough to do. I mean, maybe say if you do the Flying Scotsman on a modern day route, that's probably a bit more attractive than a route set in the 1950s, 1960s. That's coming down to 40. So I don't blame them for sort of halting Steam stuff. They might as well work on things which are going to sell more and be more, you know, fun to more people. This is what Stanwell, which is still, well, this line is still open today. as far as Matlock Bath. Is it Matlock Bath or Matlock? Matlock. Yeah, that's what it's open to in real life nowadays. And you've then got Peak Rail. It's like a heritage railway, which I think goes up to Rowsley, sort of nearest to there. Although in a sense we did sort of get another steam route with the West Somerset Railway update. Because when West Somerset Railway got remastered, it came with a steam gala timetable. So previously that was basically only diesel trains on there. Now it's steam. So in a way there's sort of 3 steam routes now. But I think if we do see another steam route, it will be a third party. I don't think Dovetail would do another one. Well, it's not yet. Cromford up next. I don't know. Who's a fan of the steam trains? Or would you say, would you prefer like a modern route over this, or even like a 1980s route over this? What does everyone prefer? Steam, diesel, electric, modern, steam? What's your cup of tea? And if you like Spirit of Steam, there's this route, which you may not know about. Or if you vice versa, maybe you like this route, there's Spirit of Steam as well, which is the other steam route on the game. There's our fireman doing his job. Cool. Which, yeah, I don't think manual firing it's not come yet. Yeah, that was sort of one of the things which was quite big when it first came out. Spirit of Steam was manual firing, but yeah, that's sort of not happened. Well, that's just as a driver, you probably wouldn't be firing anyway, so that's the way I see it. Little canal up there, some sort of waterway, assuming that must be a canal. Cool. So speed limit is 80 here, but you're not really going to be doing 80 along here. I mean, yeah, 80 almost was a bit quick, really. So it's quite a corner. Yeah, imagine flooring it at 80 round here. As we come up to Cromford. And the scenery really changes once we get past Matlock. Sort of at the moment it's all sort of quite tight, the valley, but once we get past Matlock, it just completely, it's like a really just wide valley. It's nice. Alright, start slowing that down for the 50. There you go. Now 50. And Matlock Bath up next. They're all quite close to one another, these first few stops. And then from Matlock to Milesdale and Millersdale, it's a bit of a gap. But how long does it give us? 8:23, 8:40, well, 15 minutes. Only a few minutes more then. This bit. Cool. Yeah, we're in the Jubilee for this run, which does basically all of the passenger runs on Spirit of Steam and Peak Forest. Matlock Bath. I wonder if it was as touristy as it is now around this area. Cool. And 1 mile to Matlock. See, this camera here reminds me of the Polar Express, where they're at the sort of sitting on, basically here on the on top of the train, on top of the tender. Well, I think it's meant to be, oh, what was it? A proper old train sim game. Brighton Bell? Isn't it Brighton Bell? Something else, but there's like an old train sim game where one of the camera views was this. So Matt was like, let's get that camera view in the game. Southern Bell? Southern Bell? I don't know. One of them. On the approach to Matlock. So we'll sort of let this train roll its way there. Won't apply too much more power. And you go for a little tunnel just before you come out of the station. Oh, 2 little tunnels. It's like an old style banner repeater, look at that. This route's set in 1963, I think. Yeah, 1963 this one's set. Whereas Spirit of Steam's 1958. So a bit of a difference. Cool. Go down to the end. Lovely. Welcome to Matlock, everybody. A little bit of regulator, just to sort of roll us forward a bit. You probably have people basically jumping off the train already. As we're at a fairly low speed, you probably could get away with jumping off now. Well, this is Matlock, and we're literally bang on time. Nice. And up next is Milesdale or Millersdale? Right, let's get the cylinders open. There's the route map. Oh yeah, I wonder if you've got the new thing. Hey, look at that, you've got the new sort of departure screen on the map. It's quite cool, that. A few ones which terminate. What's the next one after this? 12:33. Doesn't seem to have off-world destinations on it. So quite a bit of a gap, really, isn't there, until the next one on platform 2. Right, doors shut. Well, I suppose, I mean, who would be travelling to Matlock? Or from Matlock at like a, yeah. So there wasn't really the need for the service at these sort of non-busy times of the day. Right, let's get that shut, and off we go. Darley Dale. Cool. The most English sounding place. Darley Dale. Cool. And we are off. Leaving Matlock behind. Let's get a little photo just as we leave Matlock. Probably can get a much better one once we're out in the country, but let's get one here. And this has got all the new lighting, and as this was a, I know this was a Train Sim World 3 route, so it does have all the sort of lighting and stuff. But we'll turn it up a little bit. It's a bit dark. Don't think we're going to get anything special. Actually, no, we'll get that one. That's quite nice with the signal box there in the background. There you go. And if you are watching up to this point in the video, thanks for staying in. As I know, when we do Steam stuff, it's not as popular, which I suppose sort of replicates how it is in the game. People get in the route. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Cool. All the old vehicles. Right, let's get a little flyby shot. Gotta be careful with this signal. I think this is like, I've spattered this signal I think twice. It's one you gotta be careful of. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's a nice scenic route. It's a nice scenic journey, and this is sort of one of the, probably one of the best bits between here and Marlers or Millersdale. Probably right out in the country. I mean, look at this, lovely along here. Then you've got the little villages of Darley Dale, Bakewell. I think there's another one as well. Oh yeah, Rowsley, Bakewell. Yeah, it's a nice few villages along the way, and nice stations as well. And I'd imagine you probably can get a nice cherry Bakewell at Bakewell. Well, 80 miles an hour again. So it's not a sort of slow route, but then I suppose you're probably not expected to get to 80 miles an hour. So that's quite a speed. And nowadays it's probably 25 along here with the heritage line. Yeah, 80 miles an hour. Let's get another shot. So there's not really much you can see from inside the cab/footplate on these things. Nice. Let's take our dash. We'll go to that camera again. That's a nice one. Get to see everything. This is Darley Dale coming up. Absolutely flooring it through here. Well, 58 miles an hour. Signals all looking good. I probably should turn off the little HUD one. You see, it tells us the signals on there. I thought I did have that off. Not that I've really paid attention to it. Keep an eye on the real signals. About 2 miles to Rowsley or Roseley. Another little manual crossing here with another signal box. Time when there was like a signal box every mile or so. Brilliant. Obviously nowadays, well, down up this way, it's all one massive control centre. We've got a warning there. Yeah, it's all just big one control centre. The Three Bridges Rail Operations Centre, where you've got basically all the signalling for a lot of lines. I suppose even sort of just 20 years ago. 10, 20 years ago, there would have been all the different individual signal boxes, which are sadly now either in a state of decay or ripped up and gone. Oh, that one's all clear, that's good. Oh, over to that side again. Yes, I think this is where the Peak Heritage Railway, I think it goes up to sort of where we are now. There's a 4F. Which doesn't really get much use. And we've got a 45 through Rowsley as well. Or Rowsley. So let's pop the brakes on. Pop the speed down. Cool. Though. And I think before Millersdale you get loads of tunnels as well, which is quite cool. In real life now, this route, apart from obviously the Heritage Railway section, but it's been converted into a bike and sort of walk route. So you can actually cycle or walk through the big tunnels on the route, which is cool. Whereas most of the time, disused railway tunnels are all boarded up because you've got bats in there. But no, in real life along here you can actually walk through the old tunnels or cycle through the old tunnels, which is brilliant. And then we got a 50 mph limit. When was the last time everybody played this route? Be honest. A year and a half ago. When did this one come out? May 2022. Yeah, I think it was 2023. Yeah, May 2023 this came out. I think we played it about 4 times and then didn't play it until basically Christmas time of 2023, and then we haven't played it since then. So it's not really one which we do a lot of. I've always got it installed, just we don't play it. But it's a nice route, it's scenic, it's a nice journey. It's a fair bit of service variety on here. And it's steam, even though steam in this game's, I've heard, not great. It's still a steam engine, it's still cool. We've got just over 2 miles to Bakewell. Let's get back in. Let's go to the cool camera. There we go. I've seen all the smoke or steam in the tunnel. I remember that was like one of the really cool things when Spirit of Steam came out, is the way the steam sort of doesn't go, I mean sometimes it does, but it doesn't go through solid objects like bridges and tunnels, so you sort of get to see it like that, which is cool. Sort of builds up around you. This is a long, oh my god, it's a long old tunnel. Oh, that's not nice. Not sure it's meant to do that. Tunnel, you're going to end. Where's the end of this tunnel? Oh, there. Let's get out. Nice. And it's all uphill as well, so we've got a 1 in 100 at the moment, which is quite steep. That's not just a little bit uphill, that's quite a bit. Yeah, it proper opens up the landscape. Sort of climb up now. So we're going to Millersdale at 41 past. We should, all being well, be on time. So in about sort of 7-8 minutes. Got to go through Bakewell first. Oh, we're going downhill now. That can't be for long. Down 1 in 145. That's got to end shortly. Oh no, hang on. Oh, there you go. 1 in 178 again now. Going back up. Little houses here. Imagine living here. With the railway line here, little choo-choo puffing by each day. So it's even now it's probably quite remote still in these parts. That must be Bakewell village down there, or town. Lovely though. It's nice doing this route in snow. Yeah, snow looks really nice on here. There's actually one route which I wouldn't recommend doing snow on, and that is the Just Trains Blackpool branches route. For some reason, when you do snow on there, yeah, I mean the snow looks fine on the track, but then off the track it's all grey, or it's vice versa possibly. Yeah, it's one route which snow doesn't really work on, is, yeah, Blackpool branches, weirdly. There's Bakewell. Cool place. I think actually one of the collectibles on this route is a Bakewell. Like one of those sort of collectibles where you've got to go and eat the cake. I think it's a Bakewell. And we got near enough 6 miles in 6 minutes. Spot on. There's our fireman doing a superb job getting us up this gradient. Actually the hardest job, isn't it? Being the one firing, all the sort of manual labour. Whereas with just the drive we can chill out. Do a few valves, but yeah, just drive the train. Let's get another little flyby shot. again, there's not really sort of too much you can do. It's just sitting in the or sitting on the sort of inside one. Hassop, that's one, or Hassop. There it goes. Nice. Sort of disused station here. Bit of a goods yard though to it. Dale station's quite a cool one. Quite a large station as well. And at some point, as far as we haven't mentioned it yet, but we are getting the Class 104. Class 104, which is similar to the 101, where it's a diesel mechanical multiple unit, so you've got gears in it. Eventually that's going to come to this route. I think it is... who's doing that one? Yeah, who's working on that? I think it's Simtrack Studios? Yeah, Simtrack Studios are doing the 104. I don't think in the last roadmap we saw it. But I know there's a roadmap this month in November, so maybe that's already been out, but I'm sure we might see something on there. But the Class 104, I think it is, which is eventually going to come to this route for the Buxton services, Buxton to Millersdale service. I think that would be a 104. Four miles, or just over 4 miles. And soon enough we'll be going into all the tunnels. It's another abandoned station, yeah, looks like it. Another shut down station. Here we go. I mean, imagine reopening this line nowadays. It probably would get a lot of usage. Because, well, people cycling in the area, people walking in the area, just another sort of way to get through towards Buxton and I think then Manchester. So it probably would be quite a... yeah, Manchester Central this one goes to. That one doesn't exist anymore, does it, Manchester Central? I think that's an exhibition centre now. But yeah, I'm sure it probably would get a lot of usage now if this line reopened. Especially at weekends. Maybe just operate it on, well, weekends. We do quite well. Here we go. So, just over 3 miles. Cutting down on those miles quite nicely now. Nice. Oh, that's here though. Very pretty. They got the valley down the right hand side of us as well. Cool. But yeah, thanks again if you are watching this far in the video. If you are enjoying it, feel free to leave a thumbs up, and if you do want to see more, probably won't do much more Peak Forest, or at least probably won't see it again for a little while, another little station. Feel free to subscribe. I would do more Steam on Train Sim Classic, but the trouble is with it on there, there's so many different requirements for Steam stuff, especially sort of the good ones as well. It's like, ooh, that's a lot. What's that down there? Sort of a little village there in the valley. Still 1 in 100 radiant. Yeah, all of these tunnels you can now cycle or walk through on the sort of multi-purpose path which now goes through here. Can't remember the name, what it's called. Not the Millennium Way. I'll have a look. What is it called? What is the name of the path which runs through here? Have a little look. Let's pop that up. 2 miles. Let's see. Matlock, Darley Dale. What's it called? I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Not the Derwent Valley Way. Was it just the Derwent Valley Way? What's the name? What is the name of the path? I will try and find the name of this blimmin' path. Or possibly. What is this called? Oh, hang on. Monsal Dale. Oh, yeah, Monsal Trail. Monsal Trail Peak District National Park. Yeah, pretty cool. Right, just over a mile now to Millersdale, which is a really pretty station. Just a nice one to set out really and watch the small amount of trains which come through. I mean, nothing's on platform 2. Every sort of couple of hours there. Ones will terminate there. But yeah, eventually I think on platform 5 you'll get the Buxton shuttle, which will be a 104. That might still be a little way away. And we're late, look at that. It's almost 2 minutes late already. There's a colour signal, single yellow. So they're sort of literally introducing colour signals and then close the line. It's like great. All that money sort of upgrading the signals and then they close it. Right, let's put that down. Pop the reverser up as we're going at a lower speed. Yeah, as we come into Millersdale, which will be our final stop, and then this will probably then go. Well, we'll go on up towards Chinley, which is the sort of other end station, but it'll probably run non-stop. Yeah, so you've got like Chapel. Is it Chapel in Lafrith? Which is, yeah, Chapel in Lafrith you've got there. And also, was it Peak Forest Station as well? Up that way. And you've got Buxton on here as well. The little Buxton branch, which goes off down here. I say little, it actually is quite a bit. Oh, hang on, train. What are you doing? What's going on? You didn't put the brakes on that much. Oh, wait, train, stop misbehaving. Come on. So this is a red light at the end of the platform, so we'll go slow anyway. Here we are. Right, probably towards the end. It's a lovely station though. And quite sort of a big station when there's not really much going on here. So it's more of an interchange for Buxton trains and vice versa. I won't like that, will it? Oh no, it did accept it. Well, we're in the platform, so I mean, actually, that's pretty spot on. So let's get the doors shut. Doors open. Well, that is going to be it, everybody, for today's Train Sim World 5 video on Peak Forest. Don't expect to see much more Peak Forest, apart from the 104 comes out. Links can be found in all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and hopefully see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.